childhood in the post-2015 development agenda. I'm so convinced that early childhood is crucial for the rest of the lifetime. I did introduce, as Pia told us, this new system, comprehensive system of early childhood protection. Chile Crece Contigo, that means Chile is growing with you. This is a pioneering initiative in our continent, a coordinated policy with resources and universal coverage to promote the development of children from conception to age 4, at which time in my country they start formal schooling.
So in childhood development, the earlier the better. Recent advances in neuroscience show that while genes may provide the blueprint for development of the brain, the environment shapes it, nature with nurture. And we're just beginning to understand a new and alarming possibility that environmental factors, including the quality of parenting, may modify the way that genes express themselves and thus may affect not just one but multiple generations into the future. So while the science tells us these multiple experiences are needed for healthy brain development and function, our data are telling us that too many children are denied them. What a terrible loss. What injustice to condemn a child so early in her life to a loss of her ability to live fully and to realize her potential. UNICEF is committed to redefining early childhood development so that, together with our partners, we can promote the holistic well-being of all young children around the world. Thank you.
Toxic stress is when your stress systems are activated most of the time and there's nobody to help you get through. There's nobody to talk to, nobody to turn to. The stress system is a good thing to have, but it wasn't meant to be activated most of the time. And when it's activated most of the time, it creates a series of physiological changes that have a wear and tear effect on the body. It accelerates aging. It's why people who have hard lives don't live as long. It makes you sicker. It affects your brain development. So yes, all the children who are dying from diarrhea and pneumonia and malaria need medical care, but if their immune system was stronger, some of them wouldn't get sick, and that has to do with the impact of adversity on the immune system. Where we are making gains, whether it be in survival or reducing health problems, we will make better gains by starting earlier and building a strong foundation. In those areas where we're making very little progress, where children are dying young, where they're not able to learn, where they're not able to organize themselves, we can now have new ideas, new approaches that start in infancy, actually before birth, that can actually move all these agendas much further. So there's a multiplier effect.
This is not just about convincing governments to do things, this is about the money. And it is also not just convincing poor countries how important this is. They don't have the money to do this. So everything we need to do depends on mobilizing resources and mobilizing them effectively. All the nice words without the money mean very little, except frustration. So if you want to get this done, you have to cost it, and you have to understand that resources need to be mobilized. And you have to present a price, and then you have to be bold enough to say to the rich countries and the rich people, fund this, it's important.
En Colombia estamos convencidos que todo, absolutamente todo, lo que hagamos por nuestros niños en esta edad es fundamental. Me refiero a ofrecer con calidad y con los mejores estándares las acciones de nutrición, educación inicial, cuidado, crianza, salud y participación infantil.
In Colombia, we are convinced that everything, absolutely everything we do for our children that age is fundamental. I'm referring to offering the best standards of quality care in the areas of nutrition, early education, upbringing, health, and child participation.
Institute and Special Advisor to the United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon on the Millennium Development Director of the United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions Network to promote early childhood development for all and neurons together, and has tirelessly demonstrated to global leaders how to translate this strong, reminding us that we do need to think about the upcoming. Helena, your championship is clear.